Well, hello. Welcome to our workshop today. I'm Julie Davis with Blick Art Materials. You know, contour line is the simplest form of a linear expression. You can make contour line, of course, on a piece of paper with pencil, with any drawing media, but you can also express contour line in other media, such as sculpture wire, and turn it into a three-dimensional piece of sculpture. Today I'm going to show you how to do just that with your kids in your classroom. And we're going to make a contour line sculpture, such as you see with this fish right here. We begin by drawing a contour line on a sheet of paper. As you can see, I've selected a fish shape. This can be, of course, any shape that you want it to be. But a fish is a nice, simple, easy thing to start out with. I've also cut some lengths of aluminum sculpture wire. This is a very, very soft, very pliable, easy to bend sculpture wire. It comes in a 350-foot coil. You need about 10 feet per sculpture, so you can get an entire class easily out of one coil. It does have some kind of sharp edges when you do cut it that might be a concern to you. I would recommend that you take a piece of masking tape and wrap it around the ends just for safety purposes. Okay. Now, I've gone ahead and started my contour line here. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this up for you. You lay it down against your sketch and then just bend the wire around your sketch. When you have a large bend like I have here, hold it in place and bring it up this way. Okay. When I reach the part where my lines are going to join at the tail, then I'm going to take my short piece here and I'm going to wrap it and secure it in place like this. Just wrap it around. Okay, now rather than cut the rest of this away, I'm going to use this. Now we have the flat line, contour line. Let's turn it towards the camera and you can see I'm going to use the rest of this wire to start describing the three-dimensional shape of the fish around. Okay, so I'm going to take the end and loop it around the front part. This is going to end up being the fish's face. And bring it around to the side. And I'm going to join it again, like that. Okay, now we have the round dimension of the fish, and then you can see the contour shape of the fish as well. Okay, let's take another piece of the aluminum sculpture wire, and you see I have the masking tape on the ends here as well. And let's further describe this shape. Starting up here at the nose again, let's wrap this and secure it. Okay, then we're going to come back around, kind of keep it about the same thickness as the one that I've described before. And we'll wrap it at the tail. And then end up back again at the nose section. Wrap it again to secure it. Okay. Now with the remaining wire, I'm going to come back around the whole center, the circumference, the whole belly of the fish, if you don't mind. And I'm going to give that some security so that our little fish here will be strong and stay in the shape that we've described. And I do that by going around the wires, wrapping them at a couple of points. This is going around just kind of the the thick part of the fish, the belly part. And I'm going to just secure it where I've started. All right, now I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to show you one that I've already finished off here. All right, you can see on this one, took a little more time to get my shape described there. I've added an extra tail fin in the back here. I've added an extra fin on the side here. Let me just show you briefly how to do those. You wrap on the side the edge of one wire. You can either shape your fin first and attach it, or just as I'm doing here, just pull it into the fin shape that you'd like, and then go back and secure it by wrapping it on the side where you want it to be. Now I'd use that same process then to create a top fin. I could create perhaps a mouth on the fish or eyes on the fish. Just little add-ons like that give it a lot of personality. All right, now at this point we're going to start adding wires, or adding paper on top of the wires. You can use a wide variety of papers, and I have with me today a number of papers, tissue papers. Tissue papers are so much fun these days. They come in such a wide variety. I have some glitter tissue papers with me. I have some animal print, a fish with zebra print. How fun is that? Of course, I've got your basic colored tissues, and just for fun, I also have some beautiful decorative papers. They come in quite larger sheets. I've just cut down the pieces, of course. This is an unryu paper, they call it. You can see the swirls in it. That translates as cloud dragon paper. I also have various papers from Thailand, including this sheet right here, which has bark inclusions from a banana tree. So those will be fun to work in. Now you can apply this in a couple of different ways. You can take the section that you're going to apply it to, such as this fin right here, and you can lay it down on the sheet of paper, trace around the shape that you want to put it on, and then cut that shape out and wrap it around and glue it. You can also take the paper and tear it into smaller sections and apply it directly to the wire this way. Now, I have poured out in this little container right here some Blick multi-purpose glue. This is just a white all-purpose glue. And I have a very inexpensive bristle brush. It's great for gluing. I'm going to brush some glue across the area that's going to attach to the wire, like this, and then bring it back to the fish, wrap it around, and stick it to itself. Just like that. Then I'll come back with another sheet of paper. I think I'll go this way. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap it first. You could cover the whole piece with glue, of course, but that would make it much stiffer. I'm going to brush the glue on the area I know it's going to wrap. Then I'm also, after I get that stuck around on itself, I'm going to come back underneath here and apply a little glue where it's going to stick to itself. And that way I can make sure that it sticks to the first piece as well. And you just keep going using the same technique. until you reach a state like this. And you can see at this point I've got a lot of the fish covered with the different types of tissue papers. When you reach an end, you're going to have to glue some of the papers on top of each other. You can kind of follow the lines that you've already laid out with the wires if you'd like. You can see I've added a little mouth here to him. And I would just go ahead and finish this up. And once I'm done with it, I'd probably put some eyes on it. You could go back in on top of these tissue papers with some paint or some markers to add some different designs. The little example here, you can see has a cute little face with eyes, and the patterns then were cut out of the different types of colored papers, and designs were added that way. So there's just a real cool variety of things that you can do to finish this fish up. Now, what do you do with it once it's done? Well, of course, you could hang it from a ceiling, and it's a really fun decoration that way. But you could also go back in, cut a little slit out of the bottom part here, stick a battery-operated light inside of there, and it's going to be just the funnest lamp you've ever seen. As I said, you don't need to do a fish, so I did bring an example here today. And this is a flame sculpture here, where just abstract shapes were made and covered with the papers. You could do a whole variety of animals. You can do just about anything that you could imagine. Well, that's 3D contour collage. As you can see, this is a great project to teach in your classroom. You're learning contour line, three-dimensional sculpture, and collage with a variety of different papers. I hope you really enjoyed this. I know your kids will. And thanks again for coming to this workshop. I've enjoyed having you so much. There's going to be a material list to follow. There's also going to be some important information that you'll want to check out. And I thank you again for joining us. Bye-bye.